The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Original communications, delegations, and petitions. Since I'm a stripper, I have to leave the room. So, Councillor Johnson. Sorry.
Okay, under original communications, delegations, and petitions, the first item is 2A, has to deal with stripper tournament, April the 8th till the 12th of 2026, and they're requesting events permit. And there's a letter in from the Estevan Strippers Hockey Club, and it says they are hosting the 42nd annual Mollison Spring Bust Hockey Tournament this year. After a successful return last year, we are experiencing up to 40 teams, at least 20 from out of town, to participate in this year's tournament, and want to make sure all the teams, along with the people of Estevan and the city of Estevan, can have a great time during this event. We would like to request the use of the curling rink as a beer garden and an event center for the annual Estevan Strippers Spring Bust Hockey Tournament. We would like the city of Estevan's approval for a special event permit so that we may obtain our liquor license for April the 8th till the 12th of 2026. And along with that, they have their times. They're slated from April 8th, 2 p.m. till 2 a.m. in the morning. And it continues on April 9th, 2 p.m. till 2 a.m., April 10th, 2 p.m. till 2 a.m., and April 11th, 2 p.m. till 2 a.m., and April 12th, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. And there's also a thank you from the Estevan's Strippers Hockey Club. And how would you like to handle this, Estevan Council? I need a motion. Yes, Councillor Woliser.
I'd like to approve the events permit.
Okay. I need a seconder. Councillor Barova. All those in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. The second item has to deal with strippers tournament, April 8th to the 12th, 2026. They're requesting rental relief. And here's the second letter that comes in from the Estevan Strippers Hockey Club. To Mayor and Council, the Estevan Strippers Hockey Club will be hosting their 42nd annual hockey tournament, April 8th to the 12th, 2026, with the full complement of 40 teams, which speaks to the popularity of the tournament. Having a maximum of 40 teams in the tournament means we have a total of 60 games. So we need 3 rinks to complete the schedule. We move several games to Bean Fate, who thankfully hold their ice surface for us despite how much activity the rink at that late in the year is going to experience. Holding a tournament of this size provides many benefits to the businesses in Estevan. Last year, 15 of the 36 teams booked 2 nights accommodation in the local motels, while several others in the area stayed Saturday night following the cabaret. This means extra revenue for businesses in the city of Estevan. The strippers continue to make numerous donations in the area, including $2,000 annually to sponsor the Parent and Taught Skate program. Our other recent donations are shown in the attachment document. This brings our total donations to over $250,000 since 1997. We also have ownership of a cooler trailer, which we loan out to many non-for-profit, and community organizations, which recently, the Festival of Trees, we lent the trailer to them at no charge. Something new we started this year is a scholarship for the graduating grade 12 students for post-secondary education also. We use the Power Dodge Curling Center for our beer gardens and cabarets. And we provide free rides home Thursday night to Saturday with the help of Baker Hughes Oil Company. We also hire professional security, which costs close to $6,000 for the 2 cabarets, which this year will feature a DJ for Friday night's event and a live band for Saturday's event. Last year, our rental for ice at Affinity Place and Power Dodge Arena was just over $12,350, while the Bean Fate ice cost us close to $4,000. This year, we anticipate the total cost to be over $17,000, as we are expecting 40 teams for our 42nd annual anniversary tournament. We are sending this letter once again to request the city to waive the rental fee for the Power Dodge Curling Center, since there would be no other use of this facility during this time period. We feel the cost to the city would be very minimal. We thank you for your consideration of our requests, and it's from the Estevan Strippers Hockey Club. And below that, there's another page, all the donations from 2019 to 2025 last year are listed, and there's quite a few of them listed there. So in the community last year, they contributed $8,605, which was nice for many of the other clubs that are around the community. So we've received this from the Estevan Strippers Hockey Club. And how does council want to proceed this evening? Oh, going over to Councillor Waleser.
Thank you. I would like to make note that this is a nonprofit group, and we do offer a nonprofit rate that creates a 50% reduction on the rental cost, while still recognizing that it is subsidized by taxpayers, that there's wear and tear on things like our chairs and tables. And by continuing to charge a nominal fee, we have the ability to replace those items as they wear out.
Thank you. Any other further discussions? Councillor Barova.
So I thought their request was to actually pay the nonprofit amount of $6,500 for the 3 days, not full relief. Or is the request for full relief?
Can you help me out here, City Manager? This was a memo. This is a memo that came from Aaron. So we have Aaron Wilson here tonight to help us out and explain this for us. Hi, Aaron.
Good evening. Yeah, thanks for the question. Just to clarify for sure, in the past, the request has come through. This year, the letter came in before the quote went out. So I think there was a little bit of miscommunication in that sense. So to answer the question, they would be looking for full coverage of what those fees were. I'm not sure that they themselves understood what those fees and what their request was in total.
But in the past, we've also always charged them nonprofit rate, right? We have never actually done a full relief for them.
The last, I believe, 2 years for sure, they have had full fees covered.
I think this quote that we got was fair with the $6,500. It's $1,300 a day, and that is what we pay for other nonprofits to rent it. And so, yeah, I was comfortable with the $1,300 a day. I would make the motion that we proceed with the quote of $6,500 for the tournament.
So that's the seconder?
No, that's the motion.
Oh, that's your motion, sorry. Okay.
Councillor Wallis or Roba, are you speaking of a rate reduction on the ice cost, or are you specifically looking at their reduction of the curling center?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm not speaking about the ice. I'm speaking about the actual curling center. I thought that was what we got clarified today in the email. So we're actually talking rental relief right now.
This is Paul Bento, which completes it.
Hey, I was still on the events permit here. So just to clarify then, they've paid the rental of the ice in the past, and it's been the curling club then that they've gotten relief on.
Yes, thanks for the question. And to clarify, they have always paid the ice rates. That's never been in question. They use the facility well and have always been professional in the ice fees. The request is specifically just for the curling rink rental. That's what the request is specifically for.
Okay, so that's the confusion, because this says requesting rental relief, but it's actually for the curling rink, not the ice surface. Yeah, and we've done it for the last 2 years with not having, okay, then they're still paying us roughly, the $12,000 was last year.
Yep. Okay, sorry, Councillor Elliott.
Yeah, I have to think about that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's my understanding, I guess we haven't charged them because they're the ones that go get the chairs and get the tables. They do the setup. The city staff doesn't have to do any of that. If memory serves, I believe that was the explanation last year. My only question is, who cleans the floor whose responsibility is it to clean the floor once it's done? Because I understand we've lost the rental of the curling center to the Army cadets because they would come in after the strippers week was done and it would be all sticky, which makes it a little hard to do a snappy right turn.
So I'm not aware of that. So that's unfortunately some feedback that is new to me. We take care of the cleaning process after the facility rental is completed on the Monday. During the course of their rental, the strippers organization, the manpower that they have, they're very independent. I give tons of credit to them for that. We have a staff person that comes in for probably about 1 hour every day to check over the washrooms, make sure that they're really cleaned well and all the paper products are refilled and that they don't need anything. The players, the individuals that are in the strippers organization take care of all the sweeping, all the cleaning, the table wiping, the garbages. They do well. I give them that credit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councillor Verona.
If I
Your worship.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just going to say, I'm just going to amend my motion that I previously made to say that we do proceed with what we did last year because of the fact that we're collecting the ice rental rate. And that was what we had discussed last year, because they do pay one, which is the ice rental rate. And then that's why we give them the curling rink. So I think we could do what we did last year, and I'll make that motion that they don't pay the fee for the curling rink itself, but they do pay for the ice rent.
Okay. Councillor Elliott, you had one more comment you mentioned?
Yeah, just in concurrent with I think the Army cadets were coming in on the Sunday afternoon wanting to start getting things getting set up. And that's why the floor wasn't done as yet. But so we're not charging them for the facility or the use of the tables and the chairs because they're doing all the work. Our people don't have to do, like the city staff don't have to do anything in that regard. But we do have to send somebody in. Are we moving that floor cleaning machine over to do it, or are they in there with buckets and mops? And
On the Monday, the staff will go in after the tables and chairs because the strippers, players, that organization will also clean all the tables and fold everything up and put everything up against the wall. Then we bring the scrubber in and we do provide the manpower. The rental rate for the nonprofit includes the rectangle tables and metal chairs for anybody who does use that rental. So.
Okay, so yeah, but we're not even discussing, I think, the rental rate. What would you estimate to be the cost of going in with the scrubber and cleaning? That's got to take a few hours.
I would not be the expert to be able to answer that, but yes, I would think that it would take staff probably a few hours.
Okay.
Okay, we can run those numbers for you, Councillor Elliott.
I'm just wondering if maybe we shouldn't just, fine, if they're doing all that other work, but just charge them for the floor clean is what's my thought, I guess. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
As a rider on that. Okay, is there any more, you need a seconder? We need a seconder for Councillor Baroba's motion. Seconded by Councillor Mouse. Okay. Let's put it to a vote then. All those in favor of Councillor Baroba's motion? And opposed? Split, it's defeated. So is there another, we go to another motion? Whoops, sorry. Going over to Councillor Walliser.
Thank you. I make a motion that we extend the nonprofit rate of $3,250 to the strippers as they are offered the opportunity to provide the manpower. Other nonprofit organizations are not. And so for consistency, I would like to see us give a consistent rate to a nonprofit organization.
So that's your motion. I'll need a seconder for that motion. Seconded by Councillor Dubowski. Oh, sorry. Councillor Elliott.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My question through to Councillor Walliser is, so you're saying $3,000 or whatever that total was, is for the 4 days?
Yeah, that's correct. That'll help with the cleaning. Okay. Okay. Is there any further comments? Okay. All in favor of Councillor Walliser's motion? All in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. Good discussion. Thanks. Thanks, Aaron. Thank you. Good show.
Good evening again. Sorry. Up next is the flag request, Southeast Advocates. Please find our attached request for an anti-racism flag proclamation. The flag was designed by a newcomer student in Estevan, and we would be honored to have it raised by the student alongside of a city delegate at noon Thursday the 19th. We kindly request that the flag remain flying for 1 week following the ceremony. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you for
introduce yourselves. And
yep, my name is Shannon Fawchuk. I'm the interim executive director with Southeast Advocates. And this is, do you want to introduce yourself? This is the flag designer.
I am Mia Zyle Deku, and I'm 9 years old.
Perfect. And I'm Rianne Burt. I'm the settlement advisor at Southeast Advocates.
excellent. Thank you for coming in tonight. Do we have the flag here tonight?
Yes, we do.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Yes, look this way. And this way is the body. Excellent, excellent. Do we have a motion to accept? Councillor Leeser, Councillor Johnson, questions, comments? Seeing none out there, all in favor? Carried. Well, there you have it. We'll be flying that flag for you on March 19th at noon.
Thank you.
And thank you, Councillor Mouse.
I would be honored to be there for that.
We'd
If you'd
appreciate
like.
that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Would it be okay if I gave you all something? We got some stickers made of the flag for her.
Absolutely.
Nice flag.
Flags and gifts, that's what we like. So excellent, thanks for coming tonight, that was awesome. And we'll be very proud to fly that flag for you. Up next, water tower lighting request, World Cerebral Palsy. Councilor Louise?
Thank you, Your Worship. As this is my family member making the request, I would like to declare a conflict.
There you go. Excellent. Oh, World Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day, 2026, March 25th. We are joined by Micah. The floor is yours, Micah. Tell us what you got going.
Always 10 years old. I live with cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is a permanent, non-progressive disability that alters someone's movements and vital strength. Every person living with cerebral palsy is a different experience. People can have different parts of their body affected. If their muscle tone is too high or too low, it changes what support they need. Every March is Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. People living with cerebral palsy and their families are share their experience to raise awareness and support. This March, I am requesting that on Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day, March 25th, the city of Estevan light the water tower green in support.
Thank you for coming in tonight, and green is my favorite color, so. Councilor Roma.
Thank you, Worship. Thank you, Micah, for coming in tonight. That was a very well-written speech. Did you write it yourself? I thought you were going to take full credit. Too kind. She may have been a reader. I probably take my own credit, but that's good. Well, I would like to make the motion that we do light the tower up green on March 25th.
Do we have a seconder? Councilor Dubowski. Any other questions, comments out there? Seeing none, all in favor? There you go, Micah. Thank you for coming. We'll light her up green for you. Executive reports, water service. Oh, that's Then he wrote the speech all by himself.
Yeah. No.
Excellent. Water Services Manager, Water Quality Report, February 2026. We have a motion to accept this. Councillor Dubowski, second by Councillor Elliott. Questions, comments? Seeing none. All in favor? Carried. Land Development Manager, Building Report, February 2026. And we have a motion to accept this. Councillor Leeser, Councillor Johnson. Questions, comments out there? Councillor Johnson?
Just one question, Mayor Cernick. Has to deal with the one development. Is that one single development for $2.8 million, City Manager?
Thank you, Your Worship. Yeah, that's a renovation project that's happening at a bank in the downtown core. So that is a building permit that is issued for that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Huge.
Excellent.
Thanks.
There's questions, comments out there? Seeing none, all in favor of the report? Carried. Up next, City Manager, City Treasurer. Oh, it's a double whammy here. Transition to Coal Creek Landfill. The issue, the City of Estevan's landfill is nearing the end of its useful life. The site has been in operation since 1988. The remaining airspace lifespan is less than a year based on current usage levels. With escalated environmental regulations and significant capital requirements for new cells, continued independent landfill operations are no longer viable. Landfills must be large-scale operations, 30,000 metric tons and plus, to absorb the ever-increasing environmental costs and achieve a profit. Most landfills are a liability to smaller municipalities. A regionalized solution with the Coal Creek landfill offers a practical, cost-effective path forward. So the current challenge with Estevan's landfill nearing the end of its useful life, it would require $5 to $6 million investment to build one cell. This cell would be viable for only 10 more years of use. Each 10-year period would continue to require the same investment with added inflation pricing. This equates to a minimum continual tax increase, 3.5% just for one cell. To fund this financial challenge, the city will have to choose to increase taxes or cut somewhere. This required investment and subsequent tax increase has the potential to be double, as the environmental governing body will likely ask us essentially to build two cells. One cell for the main garbage, separate cell for any other demolition materials. The environmental risks associated with the operation of a landfill continue to create more stringent regulations, such as methane monitoring and leachate capturing. Regional opportunity, long-term solution. Estevan is fortunate to have a unique opportunity. The citizens of Estevan have access to a fully designed landfill with sustainable available airspace, located 15-minute drive from our community out in Beanfate. Coal Creek landfill has over 100 years of capacity, is compliant with all provincial regulations, and offers regionalizational benefits without the capital burden. Coal Creek landfill was designed with proper clay lining, methane monitoring, and leachate capturing. Are you saying that right? City of Estevan could decommission its landfill and directly divert all waste streams, residential, commercial, industrial, to Coal Creek. The City of Estevan landfill is located approximately 9 minutes away. The new Coal Creek landfill is approximately 15 minutes away. So not too bad. Travel is predominantly on double-lane highway, improving safety and travel consistency. While travel time will increase slightly, the transition offers residents to a modern, fully compliant regional landfill with the capacity to serve the community's needs for decades to come. Service residential collection will continue seamlessly. The 6th Street Recycling Depot will remain open, ensuring that residents continue to have convenient local access to recycling services without any change to the current level of service. This stability will maintain the community's ability to divert recycled materials effectively and easily. Seasonal yard waste bins will be introduced during the Operation Clean Sweep. During the city's spring and fall cleanups, large yard waste bins will be placed at the 6th Street Recycling Depot. This occurs twice a year and will provide a convenient, cost-effective local solution for disposing of yard waste and supports ongoing efforts to keep the community clean and well-maintained. Recommendation: the Public Works Manager and City Engineer met with our Environmental Protection Officer to discuss closure requirements. The City of Estevan has been given approval to start the process to close our landfill. This closure process will be done mainly in-house and will commence July of 2026. The City of Estevan recognizes the challenges of landfill sustainability under modern environmental regulations and appreciates the value of regionalized landfill operations. The City of Estevan is committed to transitioning away from the independent landfill operations while ensuring affordability, predictability, and accountability for residents and businesses. The city's goal is to ensure there will always be reliable, accessible landfill services in proximity for the residents. City Manager, would you like to add anything else?
Thank you, Your Worship. So that summarizes it pretty clearly. It's a significant cost to keep operating at our current location, and there is one very near to us. We're very fortunate to have. I know there's other communities looking for landfill space right now and are having significant issues. So I think the partnerships we have with our local communities, such as the town of Beanfate and being operated by GFL, who is our current supplier, gives us a great option to move forward, and requesting the council approve us to move forward to that this summer to start closing our landfill and divert everything to the Coal Creek landfill.
We have a motion to approve as presented. Councilor Leeser, seconded by Councilor Dubowski. Questions, comments? Councilor Johnson.
Yes, Mayor Cernick, this would be to the city manager or maybe even to the treasurer. We've been looking at this for some time now. We have all the costs in, basically. So are we looking at what a cost savings or a cost increase for, like say on the utility bills would be for garbage pickup and recycling? Or is that too early to ask those questions now?
Thank you, Councillor Johnson, for the question. I'll let Trudy jump in. At this time, we're going to keep all the service levels and fees the same. There's no adjustment at this point. This is actually reducing our future costs for our landfill, but working with our contractor as well as the landfill out there to make sure that the rates stay similar. So their current tonnage rate is actually lower than our tonnage rate, and we have had discussions and signed contracts with them to keep those fees similar. So at this point, there is no increase to utility bills.
Okay, and my second question is with the equipment that we have out at our landfill, possibilities are there that we can offload that equipment?
Thank you, Councillor Johnson. So we have been in discussions with the Coal Creek landfill, and they are very interested in some of our more expensive landfill equipment. We're just trying to finalize what we would need required for our closure operations if we were going to do that in-house. So whether that's a loader or if there is compaction needed, we may want to keep our compactor, but it doesn't look like that at this point. So it looks like we will be able to potentially get a cash injection from a sale of some of that equipment and utilize some of our existing equipment to do the closure process.
Thank you, City Manager. That's all my questions.
Councillor Moose.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Zarnik. How long is that transition period, roughly speaking?
Just to clarify, Councillor Mouse, are you talking about transition to close our landfill or transition just to be operating at Coal Creek?
Basically both, how long it takes to shut it down and to get running again.
Correct. So we've worked with GFL on a contract that we can start taking that out as of July, as the report mentioned. The closure, the EPO, the Environmental Protection Officer, was very good to work with us and said that as long as we have a plan and continue to work at it, there was no strict guidelines for closure requirements. We will still continue to monitor the wells that we have in place there to make sure there's no contamination to the groundwater. We have been seeing reduced levels in those well monitoring, which is a positive sign. So early indications are saying that we can just close our landfill over a period of years with our staff time and our equipment without any contamination or obligation requirements.
Councillor Dubowski.
Thank you, Your Worship. I had something, not really a question, but I do want to point out that, as City Manager pointed out, other communities around Saskatchewan are having the same issues, and it was talked about last year at SUMA. I remember quite a number of people talking about the same issue, and they have to travel much further than 15 minutes. So we are massively fortunate to have this opportunity. And I think it does show benefit of having good connections with the communities around where you are and just having that good relationship with different places near you and across the province for something like this where you can help each other out in need. So yeah, I just want to point something like that out because some people might not appreciate that value there.
All right, thanks for that. Any other questions, comments out there? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. Introduction of bylaws. Bylaw 2026-2107, a bylaw of the city of Estevan and province of Saskatchewan to repeal the bylaw that established the Southeast Coal Transition Board previously passed by the city of Estevan. We have a motion to accept first reading and send this out to the public. Councillor Verova, Councillor Johnson. Guess we have no questions or comments, so all in favor? Carried. There we go. We'll send that out. Up next, bylaw 2026-2108. Kind of a new bylaw of the city of Estevan to establish the Economic Development Board and to be known as the Economic Development Board bylaw. So this kind of brings everything into the present time. Do we have the motion to accept this? Councillor Elliott, Councillor Verova. Well, I guess we can first reading, no questions, comments, all in favor? Carried. We will get those bylaws out there. Where do we even advertise anymore? The Gazette? The Gazette. Yes. The Gazette. I don't even know what the Gazette is. The provincial paper. Oh, excellent. No public hearings, giving notice. Turning Sun Solar Job Fair. Wednesday, March 11th, which is just in a couple of days, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Southeast College. So if you're looking for a job or looking to change your positions, these people are hiring to put together the solar project, which is currently started and underway out there. So again, Wednesday, 5 to 8 p.m., Southeast College Job Fair. Turning sun to solar. That's about it. Inquiries. Councillor Burlington.
Thank you, Your Worship. And yeah, it's nice to see that job fair is going to be happening because, yeah, because I heard last time they're hiring over 150 people. So I don't know if they're hiring them all at this one or if they've already hired some, but there will be quite a few jobs. So that'll be great for anyone that can go to that. Also, last couple of weeks, I had a meeting with Paradigm Travel after they were here at the last council meeting. Councillor Walliser and I met with them to just discuss the travel needs of the seniors and a little bit about what healthcare needs and stuff like that in our community. And we're even more excited about the Paradigm Travel plan after having that meeting. So can't wait to hear what they have to come out down the road here. March 17th, games night at the Estevan Shoppers Mall. Our last one was canceled in February due to the weather. So March, we're hoping nothing but sunshine. So everybody can come on out, bring a friend. It starts at 6 o'clock, Estevan Shoppers Mall, and it will be there till it's the Estevan Market Mall. Also, I attended the coffee talk with the Chamber of Commerce, ECS Principal James Jones, and the two student council reps. It was very interesting to hear the great things. There's great leaders coming out of our school. That's very impressive. And they're having also an upcoming career day. So that will be coming up here the next few months. You can just watch for that on probably Facebook or look for local media to advertise. And also Coffee with Council was held immediately after. And truthfully, we had more donuts than people there. So it would be nice if we have more people there next time. This one was the first time we tried in the morning. So that might have been something different, 9 o'clock in the morning. Most people are working, but our next one is going to be held on May 15th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Southeast Innovation Business Development Center. And that's located just behind Affinity Credit Union on 9th Avenue. So it's also going to be Economic Development Week. So maybe our topic will be something pertaining to that, but it's also open to different things that people want to come and talk, meet council. So I'd like to really encourage people to come out to our next Coffee with Council, just so, again, we're having 4 of them this year, and it would be nice to have more people at our next one. And that's everything.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Councillor Moss.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Cernick. Yeah, I'd like to also mention the solar job fair on the what is it, the day after tomorrow on the March 11th at the Southeast College. in the evening at 5. Also next week at next week at the Southeast College, SIMSA is hosting the 2-day workshop about the SMR nuclear supply chain. For anyone who's interested, you can contact Seth or the Southeast College.
Councillor Elliott.
Thank you, Your Worship. All I've got is there's a couple of fundraisers. One is the CF bottle and can drive. If you don't know Ron Dunville, but you have bottles and cans, he wants to know you. And the other is actually Epic, so I'm going to let Matt talk about that.
Excellent. Thanks for that. City Treasurer?
Nothing, Worship.
Oh, somebody going to say something. Councillor Nebowski.
Thank you, Worship. Thank you, Councillor Elliott, for not stealing the thunder. A couple things here. First off is the Estevan Public Youth Center is having a fundraiser with a tag team with Eddie Webster's. And it is March 9th, which is today, right? Yeah, it's today till the 15th. And you can have the Smoke Show grilled cheese, triple cheese tomato dunk, which looks very nice. The Porky Mac poutine, and for every order of these specials, a donation will be made to the Public Youth Center. So go to Eddie Webster's and support the youth center. And the other thing is just as springtime starts to appear and snow is melting and, water is going to be piled up on the side of the road, just be considerate of people walking on the sidewalks. Don't splash people, I've seen it already a few times. It's just disrespectful. So, just be considerate when you're driving around puddles.
Councillor Johnson.
Yes, just a few mentions this evening, Mayor Cernick, at the Woodlawn Regional Park. Just to mention to all of the campers and people that like to get out in the spring, summer, and fall with their trailers or their tents, that the sites are filling up fairly fast. We've got a few left available, but if you're really wanting to put your trailer down at the Woodlawn Park or out at the Boundary Dam site, that you get a hold of the Woodlawn Regional Park and get your sites picked out. We only have a few more days, and then there's going to be some draws and there's going to be some selection, but we do have quite a few available. We did this year put in a number of new sites, but they're allocated to previous members for first pick on them, and there was a draw for some of those sites. So, but there is still, I'm looking at the list, there's still a number of sites, and there's going to be a lot of people want to know where to take their campers locally, and we have it right here in Estevan, right down by the golf course, and also out by the boat launch, where you can park your trailers and your camping equipment. And that being said, that's all my inquiries this evening. I'm just passing along a little notice for them. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Councillor Leeser.
Thank you, Your Worship. Yesterday was International Women's Day, and to celebrate, the City of Estevan is offering all fitness classes from March 19th through 13th for free to celebrate women in motion. They're also offering 10% off memberships purchased until March 31st, and that is open to any adult, senior, or family pass.
Excellent. For that. You manager?
Nothing to add, Your Worship.
Clerk?
Nothing, Your Worship.
Nothing tonight. All I had was congratulations to the ECS basketball teams, both ladies and men, for winning the McLeod series against Weyburn for the third year in a row. So congratulations there. That's about it for tonight. We have a motion to move into council. Councillor Elliott, Councillor Johnson, all in favor? We're in committee. Thank you.
If you'd like to share your feedback on the program you just watched, contact us today